Cam Jordan is a really a fifth round giveaway just to get back. Just give me a fifth rounder, and that could turn into a fourth rounder if he reaches the Super Bowl. Now you just killed I don't know how many birds with that stone, but I cast that thing. I cast it. Shoot. Um, who else? There's other trades to be made, but you do not trade Paulson Adebo. You keep that man on the team. Do not trade Paulson Adebo. Do not trade Alontae Taylor. The vision is already there. Alvin Kamara, not Alvin Kamara, but Marshon Lattimore, if you really think about what kind of cornerback he is, he's a cornerback that takes the body away, which means he takes the wide receiver away, not the ball. Paulson Adebo, though he get pass interferences here and there, he could take the ball away. Alontae Taylor, he could take the ball away. Soon enough, I think Kool-Aid McKinstry, he could take the ball away. They're not taking the players away because they know the way for them to get money is to get the ball, not the player. Even though Marshon Lattimore is like, I think Marshon Lattimore is the old school kind of corner that takes the player away and not the ball hawking corner that you want. You got three ball hawking corners right now within Kool-Aid McKinstry, Paulson Adebo, and Alontae Taylor. Now, Paulson Adebo is injured, broken tibia or fibula. You still trade Marshon Lattimore because I believe that much into the two guys you already have on the field with Alontae Taylor and Kool-Aid McKinstry. Plus, the defense is monstrous, and Dennis Allen is a good defensive coach. So now we could get after looking at all this stuff. Don't fire Dennis Allen. Do not fire Dennis Allen. If you want this team to work, you do not fire Dennis Allen, which Mickey Loomis, I think he sees that. And you just need to learn how to work with Kubiak because Kubiak is not giving you the pass first offense. You got Kubiak for a pass first offense, but how the way you save the defense is a complementary offense, and that's a running offense. You need to have a power run game as well. And there's also another running back you could actually get into the draft too, but it's not a Genti or I forgot what that guy is from, but it's like they're it's like I forgot what their field is all blue. Like their field is all blue. So I forgot. I think his name is Genti. I don't think you're gonna get him. And I wouldn't draft him in the first round either because there's so many other running backs to get. But it's specifically you need a 230 plus or 40 plus running back. You need that old school. I will lower my head and drag the D tackles to the 5 yard line to get 5 yards. And I'll do it again on second down. And short yards, I for sure going to get 5 more yards when it's like 3-1. That kind of stuff. You need those kind of running backs in this offense because your offense is no longer going to be the high octane Sean Payton offense with Drew Brees throwing the ball everywhere, 5,000 yards. We're going to get away from that because we're not going to emulate it. We're not going to try to replace Drew Brees. We're not trying to replace Reggie Bush, even though Alvin Kamara was close to replacing Reggie Bush, but he's not as good as Reggie Bush in the receiving. His stats will say, yeah, but Reggie Bush had a lot of injuries. He had a lot of injuries, and I believe he will have done way better than Alvin Kamara. But since we do have Alvin Kamara and he is our leading touchdown scorer, that's a big deal. To let him go and send him to Cincinnati to get T. Higgins, you're not going to emulate that kind of production within the Saints organization again. But you can do that with the Cincinnati Bengals, even when he's how old is he? How old is Alvin Kamara? I think he's like 29 or 30. Yeah, so if he's 29 or 30, in Alvin Kamara's game, it's a different kind of way it ages. You see, Christian McCaffrey was like this is why Christian McCaffrey is out, and I think he might be done because he doesn't fulfill being the running back that they need. But he was definitely be a complementary to the running back that they need, and that's a receiving back. Now the Saints don't need a receiving back. They need backs to tire out the D tackles and the linebackers, the ones that will lower their shoulder and go through a defense that will tire them out hit after hit after hit. And you need probably about three, not two, but three. You add a running quarterback. Defense is being on the field for like one drive, 12 plays, one drive, 15 plays, one drive, 16 plays. Not saying it's going to happen, but as time goes on, it's 60 minutes, guys. I can't keep running after this freaking man all day. And then you add Kendra Miller. Good Lord. Man, you got Taysom Hill too? what? What? Yeah, so the offense will elevate further. Now, where y'all going to be placed in the draft? I don't know. Y'all could be on looking at another a winning season. Y'all could look at a winning season, or you could look at a losing season. It all depends on what y'all want. But I suggest you get these guys in the building right now. You get T. Higgins and you get Justin Fields in the building right now. And then you got to worry about the draft again, D tackles. And if you could get Jalen Miro, yeah. And the reason why I say you should trade Spencer Rattler to the Eagles is because how the buy-in framework, how he works, it looks to me he's like Justin, not Justin Fields. He looks like Jalen Hurts. Though Jalen Hurts is probably a way better power runner than Spencer Rattler. Spencer Rattler is more like a half field read guy, but he probably can read the whole entire field. But right now, it's like half a read, get the ball out quick. If he doesn't do that, then I mean he needs more time. So best place for him to go to is the Eagles. I understand we went ahead and picked him up because Sean Payton liked him. Sean Payton ain't here. So the way we could do justice by Spencer Rattler is taking him from New Orleans, pulling him to Philly, sending him to Philly, and try to get a fifth round pick for him. That's not tough to do. I'm pretty sure the Eagles will give you a fifth round pick. They already been doing business with you. You've been extremely generous with that one. They got two D tackles in the process. And that hurt me. I know that hurt Cam because Cam probably saw that like, oh. But I mean, you move Cam to Detroit, then I mean he's not gonna be longer disgruntled. He probably like, I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all gave me a chance to go to a Super Bowl. Now there's gonna be tears because he wants to retire as a New Orleans Saint. But I'm like, greatness is before you, Cam Jordan. It's time that we let you go so you can go ahead and have a chance to grasp it. Because you had a chance with New Orleans and it was taken away from you almost each and every time. But now we could say, Cam, it's not you, it's us. And we'll send you to Detroit so you can win a championship for a team that probably can't win the Super Bowl, to be honest. But it is up to Mickey Loomis. It's up to you. And I said what I said, that he is incompetent. He doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't have a vision for the Saints. I think he's trying to sell the Saints, yada, yada, yada. I say that out of frustration of the team. But now the frustration is gone and we're looking at the trade deadline. It is time for us to move on from the Sean Payton regime. And I know in your heart, Mickey, that you love these players. I said you don't, but you love them. That's why you keep them. And or you could keep them saying like, well, I saw what the other guys did when I traded them, when I let them go in free agency, and now they're doing good. So am I messing up? I can't let none of y'all go. If we have a chance to win, y'all can win with me. But y'all win with other people. Just win with me. If the players don't like you, then let them go. It's you're shooting yourself in the foot when you're keeping players that don't want to be there. And that's all the players that have been in Sean Payton's regime. Not all of them, but majority of them. If you could trade Mario Davis, I would say no. I would say no. Do not trade the Mario Davis because you need a leader on that defense. And yeah, Pete Warner is cool, but it's the Mario Davis, bro. Like we all know who's the leader of the defense. It's no longer Cam Jordan. It's the Mario Davis. And he also said, "I don't got that many years left. I love my family." He is very specific on saying that. You know what that means? Boy, I'm going ready to retire. Do not trade me. Boy, I'm about to get ready to retire. Don't you trade me. Cam Jordan said he still got it. Go ahead and trade him. Trade him to Detroit where he get a chance to win. He gets a chance to win. But for Marshon Lattimore, you really want to try to get this man to work in this offense. That way you don't have to go in the draft and find another quarterback. Well, you have to find another quarterback, but it's Jalen Miro. But Jalen Miro will have to sit. Will have to sit behind Justin Fields. Again, salute Marshon Lattimore, salute Michael Thomas. But Lattimore has to go. Alvin Kamara has to go. Cam Jordan has to go. I think that would be all the players from the Sean Payton regime, besides Eric McCoy. And Eric McCoy ain't going nowhere. And Cesar Ruiz for sure ain't going nowhere. You don't move those offensive players. You never move your offensive line. You never trade your offensive lineman because it's hard to get offensive linemen in the NFL as it is. And for the most part, the guys that you got as guards and centers for the backups, good. That is good. Y'all, Mickey, it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. Keep them in. And then the next draft, not the one that's going to be coming up after this season, the next draft, you look for interior for your guards and center. You know, you want to build depth there. Get your guard and center in the first round, the next draft. But in this draft that's coming up, I would say double dip in D tackle, first round if you can. I really want Jalen Miro if we could get Justin Fields and sit behind him because you don't know if Justin Fields is going to be healthy in this run game. So you get Jalen Miro as well. And you're not going to have Taysom Hill forever. So you got to find a replacement. You got to find a replacement for that. So you're going to have to find another running back in a draft that's coming up. And like I said, there's a 230 plus pound running backs, 240 pound plus running backs. If you could find a fullback that can run the ball, I suggest you go ahead and find him later on the draft and draft him to specifically be your pass blocking / running back. Old school running back. Feel me? The guy that got the little neck guards and just dumb scary. That's a scary sight, boy. Be across the defense, you see a guy with a neck brace like he's a trucker. I don't want to go against that every day. So yeah, you find running backs like that in the draft, you're going to do good. But this year is a losing year. Keep Dennis Allen, keep Kubiak. Do not change anything, Mickey Loomis. Don't listen to the fans that saying fire Dennis Allen or just get rid of everybody. You got Marshon Lattimore, Alvin Kamara, and Cam Jordan that you could get rid of. Those are the three. Those are the three that you needed to let go. Alvin Kamara probably the hardest one, but the easier two would have been Cam Jordan and Marshon Lattimore. The only reason why I say it's hard for Alvin Kamara because I don't see that many teams utilizing him in a good scheme, really, because he's such a particular running style. Like the only three running backs are like Alvin Kamara. The prototype was Le'Veon Bell. The finishing type is Joe Mixon. And that's what the Cincinnati Bengals are missing. So if you get somebody close to a Le'Veon Bell and Joe Mixon, it's in the middle, and that's Alvin Kamara. More polished in the passing game than both of them, and lackluster in the running game, but you already have a running back there. So you use them in the passing game. and it might win you a lot more games than you think. At the age he is now, he could probably go to like 33 if he wants, because his style is keeping him healthy, and that's why he's still in the field. So yeah, I suggest that's a suggestion, something to look at. So all right, that's it for me, guys. You have a good, blessed day. Joy Boy out.